All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to take a look at a pretty special place, a university that was literally born from a community's dream. We're talking about Khushal Khattak University, Karak, in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province.
So where do we even start? Well, not with a dry fact, but with a philosophy. Get this, the university's motto is, "Via art, I will create my way." Right off the bat, that tells you everything, doesn't it? This place is all about creativity, about forging your own path.
And that creative spirit, it's not just a motto on a wall, it's baked right into the university's identity. And it all starts with its really powerful historic name. So you're probably wondering, who exactly was Khushal Khan Khattak? Well, he was a total legend in Pashtun history. And here's the cool part. He wasn't just a warrior chief. He was also one of the greatest poets in the Pashto language. Think about that combination, strength and art all in one. That duality is literally the bedrock of this university.
And as for where it is, well, the university is right there in the Karak district. It's planted smack dab in the heart of the community it was always meant to serve.
Okay, so we've got the name down. Now let's get into how this whole thing came to be, because it's a pretty inspiring story.
Yeah, see, this wasn't some project handed down from on high. The university's own website calls it a dream of the populace. You gotta love that. It was a genuine grassroots movement. For a region that really needed more access to higher education, this place is proof of what a community can do when it comes together.
So let's look at the timeline. It all kicked off in 2012, and the beginnings were super humble. We're talking a renovated building. But things moved fast. Just 1 year later, in 2013, they got the official green light from the Higher Education Commission. And now, fast forward to 2023, and they're building a brand new, permanent main campus. Now that is a sign of growth.
All right, so we've seen the history. Let's step through the doors and see what's happening inside the university right now.
First thing you'll notice, it's home to 17 different departments. 17! For a relatively new university, that's pretty incredible and really speaks to their ambition.
And it's not just the number, it's the sheer variety that's so impressive. You've got everything from the high-tech stuff like computer science and bioinformatics to the arts and humanities like English and media studies. They're really covering all the bases here, building a curriculum that's truly for the modern world. What this means for a student is huge. You can start with your bachelor's degree, move on to a master's, and go all the way to a PhD, all in one place. You never have to leave. It's like a complete educational ecosystem from start to finish.
But you know, beyond all the courses and buildings, what's the big idea? What's the philosophy that's driving everything they do day in and day out?
Well, they lay it out pretty clearly. They make a distinction between their vision and their mission. So the vision is the what they want to achieve, basically a top-notch environment for learning and discovery. The mission, on the other hand, is the how. It's their game plan for getting there, all about spreading knowledge and creativity to a diverse student body.
And this isn't just corporate speak on a website. You hear it straight from the top. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Muhammad Tahir Khalili, puts it simply. They are committed to excellence in education, research, and service. It really puts a human face on that big mission, you know?
Okay, so we've heard the story, we've heard the mission. Let's get down to brass tacks and look at some numbers. How big is this place really?
Right now, the university has about 7,000 students. 7,000! That's a pretty vibrant community and makes it a major educational hub for the entire region.
And who keeps this whole machine running? A dedicated team of around 200 administrative staff. They're the ones making sure everything runs smoothly behind the scenes.
Let's talk money for a second. If you look at their budget for 2023-24, they brought in over 622 million Pakistani rupees and spent just a little less than that. What that tells us is that they're on really solid financial ground, and that's absolutely crucial if you're planning for the future.
So, our tour ends right back where we began, with that amazing name. And it leaves us with a pretty cool question to chew on, right? How much does naming your university after a warrior poet, someone who is both strong and creative, shape what that place becomes? It really makes you think about the kind of leaders they're hoping to create.